Well, here we are. Today's job is an office clean out. There's a lot of shit. Not too much, but enough that it's going to require some help. So today's video is office clean out. We'll start here. This is basically one of the front entrances to the building. Lots of furniture left over. I think it was a wildlife conservation group. But anyway, here's some of the goodies I guess I get to enjoy. Bookshelf, filing cabinet, some chairs, couches that look almost brand new. Going to be up for sale. It's part of Payment is Helping goes. We've already cleared out quite a few rooms. For those of you who don't do this very often, the best way to do it is to start out in an individual room and get that room completely cleared out and keep doing that. Shut the doors afterward so it doesn't overwhelm yourself. And just keep going room by room until pretty much the whole thing is done. In this particular office, they left us the joys of lots of empty boxes, and therefore we can use those things as packaging whatever we feel like to help us move, so that way we're not so overwhelmed. You can designate each box to have a different category of things in it and just go to town. Just start stuffing it. Just make sure the bigger boxes you put lighter stuff in, the smaller boxes you put a little bit heavier stuff so you don't overwhelm yourself. Alright, let's move on. This is one of the other entrances. I've chosen not to use that one because the door in the main part, as you'll see, we'll come back over here, is a double door, which will make it a lot easier to get furniture in and out of. I bet you anything this is where they got the furniture in and out of. It's going to open up nice and wide for us. The other way, door is just a little bit bigger than the standard door. Some of you might be able to see that, but still smaller. And the fact that the stairs end right at the door, not sure that's regulation or code. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a builder, so I don't know if it's regulation or code. But the thing is that just makes it one more hazard to try to get things in and out, especially heavier things like filing cabinets, especially heavy. And this thing, of course, that thing is solid wood. It's not your cheap IKEA crap anymore. It's old school. So that's going to be a fun one getting in and out. But with two strong guys, me and my buddy, no problem for us. One thing to do, always do, make sure you do, is never sell yourself short. Make sure when you're working with a client, make sure there's always an understanding that there's a general price and then there's additives after the fact. If something was not discussed, maybe be missed, and one of those things happens to be some leftover stuff. But we got it, we're handling it. Another thing to take note is any kind of damage to the building. You want to make sure you look at that prior to, make sure you document it, get it ready so that way you don't get screwed over at the end. They might tell you, oh, you did this, you broke this, and whatever. Didn't happen, it was there before, but make sure you document it before or as you're doing the work so that way you have proof that it was already there and it was not your fault. It's just one of those liability things. Something to keep you safe from the general public. Now we're going to go downstairs. This thing's got a basement. That's how old this place is. I mean, it's good old Tucson for you. Military silos. A lot of places in old had basements in case something happened, Yeah, I know. I'm out of breath. I'm kind of fat. It makes sense. Stairs. It's our worst enemy. Got a little understair action here. But for the most part, it's a cool little basement. Lots of chandeliers everywhere. I mean, it was an office, so you gotta be fancy some way, right? Some way, somehow. Now that's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to destroy that. Or give it to a little kid for his birthday, I don't know. We'll see what happens first. Alright, here we go. There is another section to this basement, which apparently, it's hard to say it's a basement because I think it has an outside door. So it must be partially enclosed basement, especially since the sand is down here. But I'm not going to contest that. So really nice shelving. Cool little spot. It just stays nice down here. It's actually the coolest spot so far in the whole place. But it's good. Oh yeah, okay, there's a window. So it must be like 3/4 covered, something like that. So mostly contained basement. Whatever, technicalities. Alright peeps, end of day one. Well, more like hour one of my investigation. But anyway, yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Got a good structured, organized way of putting everything. It should be a real easy move. The cleaning, that'll be the fun part. I'll leave that up to my buddy. Laters.